Hello guys, and welcome to another Zimaleta. In this video, we're going to talk about how I'm one of the few people on YouTube, probably the only one, that really cares about you and wants to keep you out of the shop so that you could save money, live happy, and just be happy, okay? Please go ahead and actually hit that like button right now and subscribe to my channel, because I am the only guy here on YouTube that is trying to help all the Sprinter owners around the world. There's probably nobody else that actually wants to help just like I do. You know, at least I really don't know of that, at least on this type of scale that I'm actually doing it on, because I am actually trying to help on my channel with every single problem on the Sprinter, and I actually own 6 of them. I'm actually getting ready to buy another one, which actually will make me own 7 Sprinters, and that's actually going to be a 2008 Sprinter that I'm actually negotiating the price on it right now, with a 3.0 liter engine. That is running, by the way. So I actually want to help you guys understand the Sprinter and solve their problems. That way you could actually save money. This is why I think it's really important that you guys hit a like and subscribe to keep me motivated, so that I could, you know, go ahead and make more of these videos to help you guys as much as possible. Now, keep in mind, guys, currently I'm completely supported by YouTube AdSense. I'm not even asking you guys to watch my commercial ads that actually appear in the video. You could skip them if you want, but keep in mind, this is my only source of income right now from actually helping you guys with the Sprinters. This is a complete investment that I'm actually investing on my own, and I am not motivated by money, because here's why. I'm not trying to get you into my shop. I'm not trying to, you know, upsell you on anything that's, you know, Sprinter related. My help is entirely because it's my goodwill to actually help you understand your problems in the set. So ultimately, I won't be seeing any of your money for Sprinter repairs or Sprinter service, because it is not in my plans to actually open up a Sprinter shop. Now, I have thought about it here and there, because I've been getting recommended, hey, why don't you open up a Sprinter shop? Why don't you open up a Sprinter shop? I'm like, well, that's not what I want to do. My goal is to actually help people to stay out of the shop, so that do-it-yourselfers just like me could learn from myself, and we could actually, amongst all of us here, we could share this information together, and all of us could just solve the issues, because my channel is specifically designed not for the mechanics. Mechanics already know how to charge people. They already know what they need to be doing. I'm sure they're better than me. This is why they're really not making these videos on YouTube, because they're trying to get you in the shop. I'm trying to keep you out of the shop, so keep that in mind. This is why my channel is about. It is actually to cover about 90% of Sprinter owners that actually wants to serve, you know, the vehicle that they own themselves. You know, and that's actually what it's all about, guys, because I want to cover the wider, you know, type of community that actually owns these things, and I actually know from first-hand experience how difficult and stressful it can actually be in owning a Sprinter, because day to day you don't know what is the next thing that's gonna go wrong on your Sprinter, and it leaves you worried, because what if it's not gonna start tomorrow and it's going to cost you $500 that maybe you don't have, and you wish that you could fix it, you know, for maybe like $100 or pennies on a dollar. And that's actually where I come in. I want to save you that money from the bottom of my heart. Guys, you don't understand how much stress I went through throwing in a Sprinter. You do understand. You are the Sprinter owner. Okay. Well, guys, Sprinter literally brought me to tears many, many, many times. I am not even joking, because Sprinters are that difficult when you don't know what the heck you're doing. That's how difficult they are. And when you don't know what you're doing, you're trying to at least, you know, get it into the shop and get somebody to take a look at your Sprinter for you, and hope and wish that they're gonna give you some good news. But guess what? They never do. They always come out and say, you know, look, you got this check engine light over here, you get a couple codes over here. You're like, what does that mean for me? Like, well, not good news. Not good news. This is going to cost you $3,500 or $3,700. Why is that? Well, because we're going to have to replace all this and that and that. And you're like, hey, will it help me save money on my Sprinter repair bill? I mean, will it help me get the Sprinter running again? And what do they tell you? Yes, we think it will. Well, then you approve the service, don't you? You're like, okay, go ahead and replace those fuel injectors for me for $2,500 just for the actual injectors, and about $2,500 in service, and $5,000 later plus parts and labor. It's probably costing you around like $6,000. And guess what? Your Sprinter maybe is working. but maybe it only needed one injector, but they replaced all of them. Maybe they replaced all of them because one injector is stuck. And they'll tell you, hey, there's no way to pull it out. Well, guess what, guys? They're wrong. There is ways to pull them out. And actually, this video is turning into not an NGR video, but an overall Sprinter in general video. So it looks like I will either have to cut that part out, or you will have to just accept what I'm actually having to say here, because we'll cover a little bit more than that. Ultimately, guys, when it comes down to it, a lot of times Sprinter have an easy problem. It may not start for one specific reason. A lot of it does not even require you to replace an EGR or your fuel lines. You know, it just requires you to think outside the box and to actually try to solve this issue, and the only way to do it is trial and error, and a lot of it is going to be through help and video and to actually get good information like I have on my channel. And where's my information coming from? Well, hardcore experience, guys. Hardcore experience. I mean, I am a car guy. I am a do-it-yourself for all my life. 38 years old now, and I've been working in cars since I was 18 years old. I've took shop classes and stuff like that, mechanic. I used to think I wanted to become a mechanic. That's what I thought, because I really like cars and I like car repair. But I come to realize with age, actually, that's not what I want to do. I want to help people to solve their problems, not charge them hundreds or thousands of dollars for their labor. That's not what I want to do. That's not what my channel is about. And this is why I started this type of channel. I want to keep you out of the shop, not in the shop, out of the shop. I don't want you to get you in my shop, and I want you to keep you out of it. You know, I don't even have a shop, and actually was considering early this year to open up my own shop, because a long time ago that was my dream. And I kind of thought about it. No, that's not my dream. I want to keep people out of the shop. I want to educate people. I want to give free education to you guys. But of course, I am, you know, the 100% right now sponsored by me. That's, you know, I invest my time 100% into you guys, into this channel, and to replying to questions and comments and stuff like that, because I have a goal in mind to help hundreds of thousands of people, hopefully millions of people around the world that own Sprinters, to save hundreds or millions of dollars, you know, if you really look at it on that scale. So that is actually my goal, and obviously it's going to cost me my time, and it's going to cost me money to make these videos and really share this knowledge with you guys. So please go ahead and subscribe now, because man, you're probably not going to find as much Sprinter information on any other channel. At least that's what I'm being told from my viewers. There's just no other channel like that, because I have a specific goal in mind. It came through hardcore stress, crying sometimes at night because I could not figure out a problem. I'm stuck in the middle of the country. I don't know what to do. I don't have the right tools. I don't have the money to fix it. So guess what? I had to learn. I had to study up on everything. I've read so much about it. I, you know, just hardcore had to think outside the box, because man, some stuff I just had to fix, not the way that you're supposed to fix it, you know, according to the book, but it worked and actually kind of like bulletproofed it. I have so many tips for you guys. You won't believe. It's so difficult to really get all this stuff out to you guys, because I am focused on making money as well, because I do have a family. I do have, you know, my wife, she's pregnant right now, and, you know, we are having 2 kids, obviously, and then there's me. I am lucky, or maybe consider yourself lucky, that I don't have rent. If I had rent, then my channel would not be really where it is today. Actually, this is why I didn't have a channel all these years, because I had rent, and for the past 4 years, I've been out of rent. So I've been slowly building up this, you know, type of channel, because man, it requires so much investment of my time, and it's so funny. I only now have grown my channel to a little bit over $800 per month. Now think about it. Look how much time I'm spending per day recording videos and all this stuff and mechanically. I am spending like 12 hours a day between filming the video on actual repair, having to then edit all that content, because maybe it was 4 hours of video that I have to edit down to 30 minutes or 15 minutes, what have you, and then I have to cut some parts out, and that really requires so much editing. So ultimately, by the time I edit it, I render the video, and then I upload the video with a slow internet connection. It really takes up all my time, and sometimes my cell phone is really not free at that moment, because a lot of times I'm just uploading straight from my phone. My entire channel was pretty much edited on my phone, on my smartphone, on my iPhone for that matter. So I've actually invested so much in sound gear, and maybe you noticed, you know, one of the recent videos, well, 3 of them, bad sound. And guess what? I was trying a new microphone. Not that I need it, but one was sent to me by a company. So I was trying it out, seeing perhaps that I was going to do an unboxing video, and let my viewers on the other channel now know how that microphone sounds. Well, it sucked. It really does, because it's overgained. There's no way to control the gain. There's no way to turn the mic sound down. That's actually what the gain is. So it's just really loud, and the sound is like really distorted. It's really bad. So not ideal for my viewers. So right now I'm actually using a comic brand microphone by the same brand. This is like a $60 setup, like a vlogging setup. I actually showed recently. It's good sound. I mean, it's okay. You know, it's okay. I actually have some good, you know, sounding microphones that I bought myself, like $300 microphones. They work good. But, you know, now, you know, I already paid for microphones, but now I get them, you know, pretty much free from customers. I mean, from clients. Or I really would not call them sponsors, but they kind of are, but they're not really paying me. So I really don't have to do much. I don't have to, like, you know, push the product or anything. I would not even do that. That goes against my understanding. I always try to keep this channel honest and upfront with you guys, and just be your friend over here, like in this video. I'm being your friend. When you're watching my video, like, you have a friend here listening to your problems, to your comments, and trying to figure out solutions. How could I film the next video where I help you out, because this is a problem you're having and somebody else is probably having the same issue. So how can I help more people? You know, now, you know, that I do that, I kind of like had to figure out outside the box, how could I help you, and at the same make a video so I could help more people. Because if I help one person just answer that question, let's say like on an email, nobody sees that, right? Nobody sees that email. But you know how many emails I get and I answer? Hundreds. So some emails I have to skip over, because sometimes those questions are being asked so much. So I'm kind of thinking, you know what, I just need to make a video on this topic, because this question is coming up so much. But guess what? Recently, I thought of an idea, and I said, you know what? I'm going to be just launching kind of like a podcast where you could call me, and we could actually talk to each other. Now, that's going to be filmed, and if I'm answering emails, I'm also going to, you know, go ahead and actually read those, you know, emails. I'll probably keep the names out of it, but at least I'll read the common problem, and answer the emails to the videos. That way, it allows me to help you, but at the same time, make a video and help somebody else, because my whole thing is help somebody else. But anyways, I know it felt like probably I'm going to be asking for money in this video. I'm not. But one thing is I will ask you guys is, if you do care about my channel, if you do care about the progress, at least consider subscribing, hitting a like button, and that's at least going to show, and oh yeah, leave a comment. And that at least is going to show that you care for my work, for all this time that I'm putting into this channel, and that I'm helping people. Now, if you're extra generous, you don't have to. But if you're extra generous and you want to, you know, help support this channel with maybe like a $5 per month donation to my PayPal or my Patreon account, I have them both. You could do that. I have a link in the description below. I also have a PO box. If you care to send me some mail, maybe you want me to just open up a piece of letter from you. Maybe you appreciate something. You just want to write it in words, and you want me to read some kind of letter on my channel, at least, you know, show you appreciation. You know what? I would appreciate that kind of stuff. So anything you send to me, you don't have to spend money. Like, don't be spending money on me, like buying me, you know, stuff. I really am a minimalist. It might not seem that way, but I'm a minimalist. I really don't need much to be happy. I'm really happy with what I have. And, you know, I have my 900 square foot house, and it's paid for. I'm happy. It is not perfect, but I love it. I did the work myself. And all I care in life is to actually help others. That's what I care about. And of course, I'm working on some businesses that hopefully will make me some money, but that's another topic. And obviously, I can't just split in two and do both at the same time. So, you know, something's got to give. So I am choosing a lot of times just to work on my channel, help people, not working in my business, which could have been making me like 10 times as much money or even more. Just, you know, to help you guys. And it's kind of like, seems like it's never enough. I have to always continue doing more and more and more, because there's so many problems with these printers. There's a lot of stuff that I want to record, and I wish I could do a lot of it sooner. You know, if I was actually, you know, making good money coming in, at least, you know, from my supporters and with a sprinter altogether, it would have made it so much more possible for me to do what I do. Because right now, each time I decide to do something, you get a piece of gear, get a piece of tool to repair something, you'll get a specific type of parts, so we could do a certain type of repair. It's coming out of my pocket. And even if I'm not spending money on parts, let's say I go pick it up in my own backyard, right? I still have to think of a repair to do. Like, let's say, for instance, I don't need to do a timing chain, you know, adjustment, or, you know, to change it or figure out like why the engine is locked up. Like, I really don't need to do it. But I will actually go and specifically, you know, let's say like I'll show you guys how to replace a head gasket or this or that. That means I have to simply get out there and I have to actually do it. So for that, you know, for me to do that, that means I have to do fuel injectors and I have to cover the other subjects that's with the engine. So it ultimately becomes kind of like an open book for you guys to be able to read and understand. But that's coming out of my time, obviously, if I'm actually doing it, which I don't mind. It's just unfortunately, it's some of these videos, they only make me like $1 per month. Like seriously, like this video probably gonna make me like $1, and by the time I'm done with this video and editing, I'm gonna have like a couple hours in it probably. But with this one, not so much editing, so this video probably like, you know, 30 minutes all, you know, like in one go. But if you see like many different angles and me doing some kind of like interesting type of video, which I like to do, those take more time. I know for the most part they're like unnecessary, but when it comes to like talking like this, that's a lot easier for me to create. When it's gonna come time to have illustrations and have stuff pop up on the screen, that's a little bit more difficult. It's a little bit more time consuming. If I'm going to have to, you know, record like a repair, well, the repair could be going on for hours upon hours. That means I need a lot of batteries. I have them. Don't worry about them. I have batteries. That means I have to, every hour or a little bit less than an hour, my battery dies. Battery dies. Replace, replace, replace. Plus I have to have different angles, so it means a lot more different, you know, batteries and a lot more angles to work with. That means sound. That means sometimes sound fails. Like just recently I made a video, I made a mistake. I plugged in a different wire. I plugged in a iPhone wire instead of a DSLR type of wire, because sometimes I film with my iPhone, sometimes I film with GoPro, and it's a different wire for the same microphone system. I made a mistake, used the iPhone wire for my GoPro. Well, guess what? Screwed up the whole sound. So my sound was no good. It's not usable. That was the mail time video that you guys seen, and kind of bad. But I had to do the work all over again, and it's not the same, because I really, when I record something, I put enthusiasm into it and I really say it like it is, and I try to be myself in every video. Like, I'm not trying to put on a show. I'm trying to provide as much information as I can. That is the most important thing for me. But anyways, guys, you kind of get the basic idea. Please hit a like, subscribe, hit a comment, and you know, just tell something in the comments. If you appreciate what I'm doing, you know, say that you appreciate what I'm doing. But I plan to make more and more videos like this. More and more videos like, well, not like this, you know, but this is obviously like a explaining video, which is also going to be the videos that I make. But I'm talking about hands-on videos. And I also think videos like this, I mean, this one was like information that, like, you know, different specifics that really doesn't get into too much details. It's important, you know, a little bit more, less of this and more of specific information on the specific problems, you know, and that's the information I want to give. And I think that's like really, really, really important, because sometimes you really need that one piece of information. And I'm actually getting ready to record like an EGR video for you guys, and this video is going to give you some stuff that I think is going to be important. And again, this is trial and error. We figured this out a little bit later, and it's not always like that. And sometimes you just have to check and see. But anyways, guys, more videos to come, so please be a subscriber to the only channel on YouTube that cares and wants to help you, you know, stay out of the shop, you know. And I'm sorry to you mechanics, really sorry, but you know, somebody has to really come up with content that's gonna help people save money, because with the current situation, with the way the job market is, especially for expediters, there's you know, they're paying us less and less. Fuel is actually going up in price. Mechanics are actually raising prices, yet the expediting prices have fallen. How do you really figure that? And insurance prices has risen. So no, it seems like everybody just cares about ripping people off, like Sprinter owners for the most part. And you know, I think that's not fair. So somebody needs to help, you know. So that's me. I choose to help because I can. So why not, right? So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourself. God bless you. Stay safe. It's snowing in a lot of places. See you guys in my next video. Bye.
My name is Serge Zimaleta. I'm 37 years old. And yes, I experienced success after buying my first home for cash. Back in 2011, I was broke, but I learned to solve problems on my own. Now, I'm helping others to solve their problems. I know what pitfalls to avoid to stay profitable in business. Need motivation to be more successful in your life? Do you have Sprinter, Expedite, or business problems? Then subscribe. Let's find creative solutions to your problems. Hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of my helpful videos.